how's it going out there today, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Want to come to you today to talk about toll roads. Let's talk about dodging toll roads, saving money. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? I'm going to give you some strategies that I use, some math that I use, and hopefully we can save some money on some toll roads effectively. Now, while I got you here, I want to go ahead and say, if you like this type of video, hit that subscribe button. Be sure to give me all the, the other things, the like, the shares, all that good stuff. Check me out on Twitter. Check out Mudflap down there. Save some money on some fuel. And check out my second channel, Truck Diabetes. I think I'm going to change the name of that to Trucking with Diabetes. We'll see how that works. Probably get on that today. But right now, let's talk about tolls and how I do it, how I strategize, okay? I'm going to be putting some display, graphics up here to help you understand why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking and what I'm thinking. So I got this load from Minneapolis over to Maryland. A lot of tolls on that. I looked up Toll Guru, which if you don't know, Toll Guru is an app. Check it out. It's free on Android. I'm not sure if that's on iPhone or not because I don't have an iPhone, but it's free on Android. It's really good. You can set it up for truck specific, 5-axle, 6-axle, whatever you got. You can enter locations, point A to point B. It'll tell you how much the tolls are going to be, and then you can click on each, like where there is a toll that is collected. You can click on it and see how much that specific toll is. Is it worth going around that one? That type of stuff. Very neat little app. So yeah, check it out. I'll put a link in the description for that as well, so you can just click there and get done what you need to get done. Check it out, Toll Guru. That's how I figure out my tolls. So I got this load, Minneapolis to Maryland. I looked it up. The shortest way there on my truck GPS is 1,142 miles. I looked that up on Toll Guru. Toll Guru agrees 1,142 miles. And $277 in tolls. Whoa. And that's using the iPass. If you pay cash, it was like $350 cash. But I use iPass, Easy Pass, Elite, whatever else you got. Those all work the same. So, we're looking at $277 in tolls on this load. And I'm like, this load pays good. But that's knocking a hole in the profit, man. $277? I mean, that's a week's worth of wages for some people. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I got to rethink all this, okay? So I looked at another route. I built me another route on Toll Guru. Sometimes you got to put in an additional city to get it to go the way you want it to go. Like I wanted to go through Indianapolis, so I just put in Indianapolis and it showed me dropping down going through Indianapolis. Or maybe Champaign, I can't remember what I put in, but that's all you got to do, because you can put in 10 different, addresses or cities or whatever to build your route. So that's what I did, and it came up with a route going from Minneapolis down to Champaign, over to Indianapolis, over across 70 to Wheeling, West Virginia, on over to south of Pittsburgh there to drop down 79, a 68 across Maryland, and yeah, basically that was it. Go around Baltimore, dodge that tunnel toll, and that consisted of $8.50 in tolls going that way. So big difference. Now, I'm not crazy about going across 68 in Maryland, but let's face it, 70 in Pennsylvania is just as bad. I mean, you're in the hills, you're in the mountains. It just is what it is. Shout out to BOC, it is what it is. Or it is what it ain't what it was. I can't remember how it goes. It's something like that. Yeah. So, I said, okay, let me do some math on this. Let's make sure we're making money on this, because sometimes toll roads are better than going around them. Sometimes when you're in, you got to factor in time. You got to factor in how many more miles it is. Just dodging a toll road's not always worth it, honestly. So a lot of times, coming across 80, Ohio, and Indiana, I dodge those if I'm lightweight and I've got the time. Now, if I'm pressed on time and I got a full 80,000 pound gross, I never pull 80,000. I got a lightweight truck and a lightweight trailer. Say I'm at 77. I think that's where I'm at now. say I'm like 77,000, you know, that's a lot of extra work on the truck, going through those red lights. You know, the transmission's having to work a lot harder, the engine's working harder, the brakes are working, you know. So like, I don't always think it's worth going around that, but if I've got a light load and I've got the time, yes, I'll save that $100 on 80 and go around that Indiana toll road and that Ohio toll road. So let's break down some numbers here, okay? So the difference on going the short way versus the long way was 128 miles extra to come down and go around. Okay, we are saving $268.50 total. So the way I look at it is, here's how I break it down. Okay, I got my $277 route, I got my $8.50 route. So then what I do, the second thing I do is I look at the additional miles I'm driving. 128 miles, additional miles divided by, let's say, 7 miles a gallon. I like to play it safe, you know. I can get 7 miles a gallon pretty easy. So let's say 7. So 128 divided by 7 gives me 18.28 gallons extra fuel I'm going to be using. Figured up, we're going to need 18.28 gallons of extra fuel. Let's say $2.50 a gallon for fuel. And you know, if you're not getting fuel for under $2.50 a gallon, you need mud flap in your life, because I'm consistently getting it in Illinois right now for under $2.50 a gallon on mud flap right now. But if you're in Pennsylvania, California, one of those states, at $2.50 a gallon, you may feel like you're stealing fuel. So just saying, I'm going to use $2.50 an average, because that's kind of the high end of what I pay right now. And like I said, I like to be safe with the numbers and exaggerate them a little bit, you know. So 18.28 times $2.50 a gallon gives me $45.70 in extra money I'm going to be spending on fuel on this trip if I go around these toll roads, and bring that down $268.50 saved in tolls minus $45.70 spent in extra fuel gives us a savings of $222.80. And some people are going to say, oh, well, Cash, you got to figure in IFTA and all this, maintenance account, whatnot. Okay, yeah, you probably do, you know. But if you just run the numbers I'm doing here, and if it comes up even close to being, like, not worth it, it's probably not worth it, you know. But when you got a $228 or $222.80 difference, okay, extra 128, I put about a dime back for my maintenance account. So let's say $13, a little IFTA in there, even if, I mean, if you run extra miles, you're buying extra fuel. So that kind of cancels out your IFTA. So let's say it's still a $200 savings close to it. So let's break it down by the math we've done here, though. $222.80 divided by the 128 miles extra we're driving is $1.74 per mile for the extra miles we will be driving. I will run extra miles for $1.74 a mile, basically. It's just me. You know, that's not a bad rate, you know, considering it's money that it's already in my pocket. You know, I get paid for the load, so I'm already getting to keep that money. So going around the tolls, you know, saving myself, you know, over $200 is a win for me on this particular load. Now, it's not going to be on every load. Like I said, you got to factor in weight. You got to, you know, and sometimes you take a chance on those going around those toll roads. If you don't know the routes and you don't run that route very often, sometimes you can get into a lot of red lights, little towns. Sometimes it's just not worth the going around toll roads. But like, I'm familiar with this route, so I'm okay with going around it. If you run a lot of I-80 across Indiana and Ohio, I will tell you, get very familiar with US 20 and US 30. That way you know if it's worth it for you or not. And that's it, guys. Hopefully we save some money doing this. Come join me on a live show. I appreciate everybody coming into the lives. Been having a lot of really good lives here lately. I think I'm a little biased, but hey, it's just me. Appreciate everybody coming in and checking out the lives. Thanks for liking this video. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We do this all the time here. It's all about saving money and making money and trucking.